It don't be poppin' in this hometown. They stuck in mud, so they think we from the same ground. So familiar with my stats from the sideline. These familiars in the trenches. Appreciate you hating from the benches. I claim every flaw on my timeline. I go to war for everything that I call mine. So
Welcome
when
to
friends shed a
God's
tear,
Fault, people. What's going on? Where's my applause? You got to where's the push the button? Push the button. You got the clapping. Oh, let's do this again. Start over. Welcome to God's Fault. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, what's good, man? It's your boy Niger, aka King's Caliber, baby. The comeback king. Was good with you, man. We here with my favorite guest in the world right now. My little co-host, Mini Me, my baby girl, Precious. What's going on, baby?
Hey.
Yeah. Visiting us all the way from the. I ain't even gonna put where you out there because they gonna make me go in my closet and bring them things out.
I mean, right now I live in 3 different states.
I know that's right. Yeah, you gotta stay missing on them, man. Don't let the grass grow under your feet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, listen, this is a pleasure to have you on the show today for this very special episode. So I'm thankful for everybody who's taking the time to tune in, visit with us, man. We're just gonna kick it. We're gonna have some fun. But we are gonna talk about a very I think important topic actually to me personally because I wish I had the sound. Nah, they probably try to copyright strike me. I was gonna play that Friends. Dun, 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 dun. How many of us have the you know about the Houdini girl? Yeah. But we're gonna kick it about friends and relationships and how important these things are, man, to people and how they shape your future. For the good, for the positive, or maybe for even the negative. So I got my baby girl with me, Precious, and we are gonna dive into this topic. Did you get your show notes? I know we was busy. We had some technical difficulties, people. Yeah, so we did get all that. We got all that going. So let's just let's jump right into it because I thought it was interesting the way we talked about this, but before we get into all of that, actually, because friends are a very important part of your life. I know we've been battling over this for years. For years. But before we get into all of that, baby girl, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about yourself?
Yes. As you know, my name is Precious. I'm 28 years old. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I grew up in many different states throughout my life. I went to school for theater/performing arts. So I actually professionally hip hop dance. I do acting on the side. Some singing. You might catch me with a note here and there.
Okay.
Yes.
I ain't heard you sing in a minute now. We just gonna put that out there. Okay.
Man. Sports throughout my life. Definitely heavy on sports, very athletic. Once I graduated college, I moved to the West Coast where I then fully started my dance career. And just been doing a lot of bookings, doing shows, traveling. Very grateful, honestly, just to be so diverse and so cultural, honestly.
Yeah. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. I remember when you was first started like taking dances serious, and we had you there with what was his name? Mr. Coop. What was his name?
Oh, Mr. Cooper, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Cooper. Yeah. And y'all was in the competitions, winning and doing all that. Yeah. That was cool. That was good times, man. And then you took that thing and you ran with it. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, let's not forget you got that. You did get that spot on the strip with Vegas with them light people. What was they called?
I did a show in Las Vegas. It was called Illuminate and the Stratosphere. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was actually really cool to get that. I remember going with one of my closest friends to the audition, and I actually didn't even want to go. Didn't even want to go. And then when I went, it was just, doing these auditions, you kind of like compare yourself a lot to a lot of people, and it's really hard not to. You see like a lot of people in the room, big names, that you're dancing next to and stuff, and so it's really important to just kind of just be focused on why you're there and just to have tunnel vision, honestly, with these auditions. And so with already having the mindset of not wanting to be there and stuff, I kind of just was able to just relax and be me because there was no pressure. And that actually what got it for me is that I
That's
was
what
able to showcase who I was naturally because there was zero pressure. And I
yeah.
actually like unlocked a new level when doing these auditions. So that was actually pretty cool to find out.
Wow, that is dope. Actually, I'll tell you what, a lot of I know when we put you in sports early, and we're very competitive. So, and you have that dog in you. So so you compete hard. No, you do. You work hard. You compete hard. I wonder where you get that hustle from, huh? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but no, but what I found out, because it's like when you're in like on a pro level or anything, when the fun leaves, you know what I mean? Then you're second guessing everything. Your fun leaves, your confidence leaves. You're trying to be perfect when you was first just out there having fun. And a lot of times when you lose your way, that's what you kind of got to get back to when you have a skill and the talents
Hmm.
that you do. Just getting back to having fun. You know what I mean? Getting in front of the camera, dancing for fun, doing this for fun, just enjoying yourself and allowing, because people really feel what you're putting out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so as long as you're enjoying yourself, and we always used to tell you about your face when you dance, that was the most thing we love to see, because you hit the smile and we like, so everybody just knew you were just having a great time. So
Yeah.
that's what I always loved about watching you dance. It's just watching the expression on your face as you just do what you was born to do. So that was always dope to me. I love that. So your friend, did your friend make it? I can't remember. Did she get the part too?
Actually, no. I'm actually the only one because I seen other people that I was actually cool with there as well, and I was actually the only one out of everyone that I was cool with that made it actually to the second round.
Yeah, yeah. That I know that probably was a little tough too, especially when they told you about it, and then here you come. This is like
Man,
a TV sitcom, isn't it? Like that. It's like a
man.
TV sitcom. You go in, you just came in like tagging along, like whatever, whatever, and then you get there, and all of a sudden they're like, "We want you." It's like, wait, I'm not here for me. I'm here for her. Go get her.
They play that background
Yeah.
music. Oh my
That's funny.
goodness.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would imagine like something like that would definitely kind of make people feel a certain way. And that's kind of why I wanted to I just think it's important because who you surround yourself with, that creates the environment that you're in. And I think, a lot of people don't really consider that because we bond with people over so many different things that we don't consider, is this the right bond that's going to accelerate me somewhere? You know what I mean? And don't get it twisted, like, because there's a lot of crap on social media, man, and people have been preaching this YOLO crap for years and stuff, and I don't kind of like sign to that. Like, I don't like co-sign none of that. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel like a lot of people are so afraid to be to themselves
Mhm.
that they're always running. They always have to have a distraction. And a lot of times, these so-called friends, you know what I mean, are really just distractions because you don't want to face who you are and deal with what you got to do to be to live your purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So I just
Yeah.
feel like it's a lot of people just kind of run and say, "Oh, I'm going." They'd rather hang out with their friends than to do work on themselves. So
Mhm.
that's why I kind of feel like it's so important that of who you surround yourself with. So let me ask you, because you're a 28-year-old lady, young lady, I should say,
Yes.
and you've had, you got a nice circle of friends, and you always are so easy to make friends. I feel like, I hope that we install that into you a little bit, but we always taught you too to don't give so much over to people as well. So when somebody says a friend, what does that mean to your your group, your people, your age group?
I guess what a friend actually, I don't want to say our age group. I would tailor it more towards me just because of the type of friend I am. But
Okay.
um, I would say what a friend means to me is just someone that you could depend on, someone that, you can come to for advice, someone that you can just expect to be there for, up and down times. Someone that you can grow with. It's actually crazy to think about because a friendship is almost like a relationship. It's just there's no intimacy in that way.
I'm about to say I beg to differ because friends are very intimate, but yes, and not
But
not in the
being
physical.
platonic friends,
Right.
yeah. It's just like it's the same thing, just none of that extraness of closeness in that way. Um, and that's why it's really hard because I actually had to learn to separate that
Yeah.
in my relationships and to my friendships because I used to keep them both at the same level, and that never worked out for me.
Yeah,
Mm.
like how? Go explain what you mean as far as
It
in.
never worked out for me just because, when in past relationships, like not really knowing my priorities or who should come before the other in certain situations. Or just including too many friends into relationships and not knowing the
Oh
boundaries
yeah,
with that. And so, that's that type of that's another form of like just intimacy and like just, things you have going on in your relationship, then keeping that private from things in your friendships and just like, you know what I mean, not combining the two.
well, you know what? I think one reason why that's so hard is because when you so called have a boyfriend, I think
Mhm.
boyfriend girlfriend is probably one of the most ridiculous terms ever. I just honestly do. I do because
Yeah.
because here's the reason why. It's because it kind of keeps it superficial to me. It keeps it like, it's my boyfriend. Like we're exclusive, but we're not permanent. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're kind of we're saying we don't want anybody else, but we're not really making moves to say we are committed this path moving forward. When you say
Yeah.
boyfriend girlfriend, I always say like it's just saying I got a way out of this thing. You get what
Mm.
I'm saying? So it's like leaving the back door open to me. That's just how I view it,
Like there's
and
no
it's
real
funny
commitment.
yeah, it's not. It's just the more of a heavy like thing, a physical attraction thing. And of course, I'm not saying it's not real because it's definitely real. There's real emotions tied there, but it's I think while most of these relationships end bad is
Mhm.
because the insecurity in both people's mind because they know it's only a boyfriend or girlfriend. So that in the back of each person's mind, just as easy as me and you connected, you think I can go and connect with somebody else that way, and they think that you know what I mean. It's just like
Yeah.
it's nothing saying it's not definitive. Basically,
Right.
it's really not. It's this young lady I work with, and I like 2 weeks ago, right? This is so funny. 2 weeks ago, she was talking and she's telling me that her and her boyfriend did something with their house, right? And I'm like, huh? What you mean with your house? Oh yeah, we bought a house together. And I'm like, you bought a house together?
Yeah.
I said, like, what you as dated? Like y'all not getting married? And she was like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it would be nice. And she like that. And then why 2 weeks later, he popped the question.
Oh, wow.
She just posted her engagement pictures like over the weekend.
Oh, wow.
I told her, I said, yeah, see, he heard me when I said he better put a ring on it. I said he better put a ring
Mhm.
on it I said he better. And she was like, she's a cute girl. And
Yeah.
but she was just so excited. But I was so happy for her because, he just had things in his mind before he wanted to do that.
Mhm.
So that's what took us so long. And he finally felt like he was at the place where he could be a provider, a husband, you know what I mean? So, and everybody doesn't grow up the same. Everybody doesn't have the same way of doing things. So, but there are some people, now don't get me wrong, there are some people who are really committed when they say boyfriend, girlfriend, they really are. But everybody, for most people, aren't that committed to that title. You know what I mean? It's just some exclusivity for a little, just to claim I have somebody, I'm not alone, but it really doesn't stop what they want to do if they make those choices.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. So do you think it's more important in a relationship to be friends? Like, how does that define you? Because I tell you, your mother get mad at me, but I tell her this all the time. I'm like, man, you know you my best friend. I ain't your best. I was like, yes, you are. How you figure you not my best friend? Like, you the best friend I got. Like, right. You know what I mean? We got this thing. Like, you are my best friend. And then the way she sees it though, because we barely have anything in common that we do. So to me, she's like, oh, you spend time with your friends, you with your boys, you this and that. And I'm like, I don't hug them. You know what I mean? I got the best friend in the world. What you talking about? You know, I'm not just, so like to me, like the value of our friendship and when you're married as long as me and your mother is, both of us, you can get a little complacent because you just take for granted that you're together every day. You know what I mean? It's so easy to do. It's just natural. It's nothing wrong. It's just a human thing. It's not like you're in risk of anything. It's just that you're just together all the time. You forget to enjoy each other. You know what I mean? Like every moment ain't got to be a moment, but at the same time, what I like to do now in my older age, I just bug her. I like to remind her, like, hey woman, I'm here. What you do? Like, I'm right here. You know what I mean? And she get annoyed or she says she annoyed, but she like, yeah, I know. I mess with her all the time, and she just like, why? But guess what? I'll be like, yo, when I'm gone, you gonna miss it. I said, when I'm gone, you gonna miss it. And she was like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, you know, girl, you know. So that's funny. So let me ask you this. So you define friends as how did you say it? You said it was when you were saying the platonic part. You said it's like having a relationship, but it's a platonic relationship, just not a physical relationship. But it's the same deep level of heartfelt relationship.
Correct.
What I think a lot of people currently miss right now, I don't think a lot of people know how to be friends unconditionally. And I don't think people know how to be friends like for real. Like I have I have friends that's close enough to me that will check me. And when they check me, it's not a mind your business. It's not a, it's no ill feelings towards it. They just reminded me of me. Hey, bro, I thought you said you good. You not, you see what I mean? So they're not afraid to lose. Like, I don't have friends I'm afraid to lose. You get what I mean? Like, if I'm not afraid to lose them because they know what I say to them, like the motive from where it's coming from is coming from a real place of concern. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to tiptoe around what I got to say to them because they know if I'm gonna speak on something, I'm speaking because I'm genuinely concerned. There's no other ill motives towards it. And I just feel like it's so crazy out here right now because I don't feel like a lot of people motives are genuine. Everybody's looking out for self. Yeah. Even when it comes to friendships, because more people are now friends for what you can do for me, not let's just enjoy each other or just build together or whatever the case may be. And then you got people now, they only want friends if we get money together. Yeah, that's cool. I'm a fan of that. But at the same token, money isn't the definitive thing for everything. So you're saying we can't have a relationship unless we're in business together? You get what I'm saying?
Well,
So
it
it's
really
like,
depends on what foundation you build off your friendship, and that depends on y'all. That really
so
depends
break it
on
down
how
for
you
them.
guys started.
Break it down. So give me two examples of like what you mean, like the type of relationship you had with two different friends and how you built it.
I mean, you could easily bond with someone over trauma. Both of you guys have similar trauma, you know what I mean? That was built off of like two broken people trying to be there for each other, build each other up, you know what I mean? And that can either go good or bad because hurt people hurt people.
Oh,
Um
99% of the time that's gonna go bad.
yeah.
I say
Yeah.
99% of the time. When you trauma bond, that's a bad look. But go ahead. But you're right though. I think that's the basis of most friendships.
You don't know it's sometimes it's not as evident as just like that, like, oh, um, you know what I mean? Something crazy like, oh, your dad left, my dad left. Oh my goodness, like we're friends. No,
Right.
it can happen off of like just natural things like, you know, going out and the activity, you know, type of activities you guys are doing and stuff, and just like kind of numbing the pain. Um, and like I said, it's things that is not always on the table, but from a distance, if you're looking at someone's friendship, you can almost like see it, like see what's going on, see that, you know, there's some pain there that both of them are dealing with, and that's what keeps them so close. Because if one chooses to, you know, make themselves better or like get out of that, it can break that friendship easily
Yeah,
if
yeah,
the
yeah.
other person's not
No,
ready to
no.
grow.
Listen, I remember a situation. It wasn't so much of it wasn't so much of friends, but it was family. But you know what I mean. Same their relationship dynamic, family, cousins, and stuff. It's like you'd be like friends, real tight, whatever, whatever. And
Mhm.
I remember it was a point in time where I was so just messed up, had a lot going on, head wasn't in the right place. I was still trying to get it any way I could, so I wasn't doing everything right. And as long as I was like that, oh, my peoples was like this. Oh, you know what I mean? They was embracing it. Oh man, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's my, you know. But then when I started like, hold on, what? I'm old, like I got
Mhm.
to make other moves. This is crazy. And when I started to do that, boy, the talk. You should have heard it, boy. Them Negroes is hot. They
Mhm.
didn't like because they first of all they felt like they was losing everything that I provided.
Mm.
See, sometimes you're providing a spark to other people. So
Yeah.
when you taking that away from them, they're like you taking away all everything that you give. Like who am I without you? And you
Yeah.
don't really, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't realize how much other people rely on them to feel good.
Yep.
And I think that is a very dangerous thing. That's yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't have their own sense of purpose, and their whole purpose is to be up under you. That's what they think anyway. As long as they think their job is you, or their, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. Like it's so weird how people's motives and intentions be revealed under when dynamics change, and you start really seeing like, well, why are you acting like this? What's wrong with you? What's going on?
Yeah.
Do you remember what I used to say to you when you was younger about these friends? You'd be
I
like,
mean, something you
Daddy,
always said is like, don't like they're not your friend. This something used to always let me know they're not your friend. Stop calling everybody your friend. Um,
well, I just think I think people claim friendships so fast. Like, I mean, I get it. It's a generic term, you know what I mean? But you definitely need to know what level of friend you are. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like you got to like that. Them levels aren't all the same. It's just I think it's people that you cool with, that you just cool with. You kick it to here and there, whatever. They just cool folks. Take look out for each other, whatever, whatever. But it's not truly a friend because number one, if you haven't really been through anything with somebody like together, like along your relationship journey, that is what starts to define the relationship. I think people like people early until they actually time to go through something. They was cool until, you get what I'm saying? They was cool. Like if that circumstance never would have happened in life, y'all still be kicking it 15 years later.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, once that thing happens, who they are to you is really going to be revealed in that moment. You get what I mean? And a lot of people don't really understand that. It's weird to me because I guess I've had to move around so much, and like you, when you was younger, we moved here and there, and you moved on your own a lot. So you kind of you have that ability to make friends easily, and I think that's a great skill to have. I just think you need to be able to communicate in the world. You don't supposed to be confined to like one little small way of thinking, because that's going to limit your opportunities in life. But you know what I mean? The thing is, you have to you learn to make friends easy, and that you have that other thing too, and you try to replicate your early relationships with the new people. You get what I mean? You're looking for the same level of love and friendship to new people that was never tested. But we give it to them so fast. We give it to them so fast because we're in need of it. You get what I'm saying? It's not that they earned it, but because we trusted them, then they feel good because they're like, oh, they really like me. They really, you know what I mean? What you do, but they haven't revealed who they really are yet. And you haven't learned enough about them to know who they are.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's crazy. So, and a lot of people suffer for that. Think about what's the young Philly boy that just got LGP Qua? I don't know if you ever heard him. Philly rapper, North Philly. Listen, he's the voice of the youth. That's what he called himself, the voice of the youth. He spit against like drill and all that stuff. Like he was really spit. I promise you, if I wouldn't get demonetized I wonder if I can pull up one of his clips right quick. No, because I'm telling the kid was fire, boy. The kid was fire. And they murked him on Mother's Day.
This Mother's Day?
Yeah, guess who? This Mother's Day.
Oh, wow.
After he left his mom, like after he had visited his mom, I guess, whatever, talked to her, and then went somewhere and he was on the block, whatever. And they came and robbed him for his chain. And guess who the suspects are?
Oh, his friend? Oh,
That's what they said.
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Isn't that?
But that's what I
But
mean,
see,
though.
but
Like, what was that friendship built off of? Where was
exactly,
the
probably
start of
off of,
that?
right. That's
A lot of friends, they grew up together, both trying to make it. One makes it more. Now the other one's envious. So it's like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It really just depends on where these people come in and at the time in your life, and yeah, what you're almost in need of, and if are you able to have a healthy friendship. Yeah, that's that. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's wild. Well, and remember, I know we had spoke about this before off camera a few weeks ago, or the other week or whatever, and I was telling you, what's the name, Mo3 and Yellow Beezy was kicking it,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
other dude. You
Yeah.
see, so usually when things like that happen, it's always the ones who's closest to you, because they're the only ones who know you enough to know what you're actually doing, what you're getting, if you're telling them. And a lot of people are like, for some reason, especially us melanated people, we love to tell people how good we doing.
Yeah, because
we
no,
all,
and the reason why is because I feel like there's such a heavy like stereotype on us that it's not likely for us to succeed. So when we have little accomplishments, we want everybody to know what we're doing and
yeah,
where we're going, and you know what I mean? Just let them know that we're capable. I really feel like that's why. Um, but yeah, definitely letting everybody know your next move is so dangerous. And I don't know if
It
you
is.
realize, but in Mo3's music, because it's crazy. Like after he passed away, I actually became a fan. It's crazy to even like
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah.
Definitely became a fan of his music. But I realized in a lot of his songs, he talked about them coming for him. Like he knew
Yeah. Something was
that
coming.
he had a death wish.
Something.
That's wild to me.
He knew
So
something was coming. Isn't that
yeah.
crazy? Like, and here's another thing too, and I think this is important for the Black community, right? So, and you triggered this thought when you said when you had just said about this, because of our condition, right? Because of our condition, we are like, how can I say, we feel justified by living a street life. We feel justified for being drug dealers, hustlers, pimps, thieves, scammers. We feel justified because we can legitimately say the system is rigged against us for so many years. And it's still rigged against us. Don't get it twisted. However, it's not as rigged as it has been, and there's ways around it because you can do everything through this thing we call the internet. And
Yeah.
the internet don't know race.
Correct.
You can make money online. Nobody's stopping you. But that mindset is so deep within us, we feel justified by it. So now you mix that with the trauma bonding, the hypersexuality, right? And we put all this out as a mantra to music and beats and stuff all day long. We feed ourselves this stuff 24/7.
Yeah.
These young boys, you got cousins sliding on cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. People who used to be boys, most of the ops are ex-friends.
Yeah.
Talk about how they know so much about how a total stranger knows so much about you. Ain't no way.
Right. Right.
Like I'm
Right.
not even in your path. Most of the time, these boys they just know each other and they got some little beef and then now they going at it. So and they feel totally justified. So you mix all that together, and then you get a kid like LGP Quad, you get a guy like Mo3, right? And they're doing what they're doing, and they think they're amongst friends, but we're bred and we're still thinking like lone wolves. Like everybody's in a lone wolf survival mode. So as soon as my ribs start touching, I'm looking for the next meal.
Yeah.
And if you're eating more than I got, hey, I feel justified to take it.
Man,
Which
it's like
what
the
you
Hunger
think? I can
Games in
find
here.
out. No, seriously though. But that's how it be.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. But it's so that's why I think your friends can like really is such an important part in how you build relationships with those friends. I remember I used to tell you and G, I say, when y'all be fighting all the time, I'm like, listen, how y'all treat each other is how you gonna treat your relationship. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
And y'all could, but y'all at the time y'all couldn't understand what I was talking about. But all the things when somebody irritates you, like I'm gonna tell you something that I learned later, real later, and I'm still developing this. But and people they probably get me for this, but I'm telling you, every time I get mad or frustrated or angry, it has nothing to do with the other person. It has everything to do with me. Everything. Because I'm not getting something the way I see it right now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You know what I mean? Right now. I can't have I thought I wanted I expected I thought you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yep.
It is really
Yep.
nothing. Like is when you really think about the things like I would get angry, it's really nothing. And I'd be like, daggone, why? And a lot of times, and the only things that really can hurt you, like the only things that really can hurt a person for real is if somebody's speaking the truth on you and you don't want to face it and it's cutting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but a friend, a real friend should be able to have that conversation with you because you know where it's coming from. You get what I'm saying? But it's just so hard to do because we got so much other stuff that we're fighting, that we're contending with in our thought process, that it make until we get to a point where we get settled and those emotions stop boiling over. That's why they always say when you get upset, take a breath, walk away, whatever, revisit. You know what I mean? Because it gives you a time to calm down and kind of just think about what's really happening in that moment. Because most of the time, most things are not life or death situations. Listen, I'm not gonna live my life mad all the daggone time. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just can't waste that kind of energy. You know, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just can't waste that kind of energy. Plus, like, and this is why I like, even with arguments and all that stuff, I don't even really like, I don't like yelling. I don't like getting mad, because to me, anger equals violence. The only thing that follows anger is violence. So I ain't gonna get mad and waste a slap. Like, somebody gonna get slapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna get me to this point, let's go. You know what I'm saying? We going all the way. You know.
Oh my goodness.
That's why most stuff. But that's why most stuff is not worth getting mad at. Like you won't catch me mad anyway. I'm not gonna be mad. You can't catch me in public mad. What am I gonna be mad for? If I don't like what's going on, this inconvenient. Let's go do something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm out, because it's no way I'm about to sit here and get mad with a stranger. I just can't understand how people do that. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but that just bothers me. It's a pet peeve that I have. I'm like, oh my God, y'all are crazy. That's crazy. Oh man. So let me ask you this: how would you say, like, friends in like influence you, or you know what I mean? Like, how would you, like, how your friendships, how do they relate to you? Like, how do they influence your mindset, your values, the direction of life you going? Have you had an example? You got like any example of where, like, a friendship, you realize, like, wait a minute, maybe this is not the friendship for me, because they wasn't lining up with how you was thinking or where you was trying to go?
I think I've had, since, you know what I mean, since moving all over and just meeting a lot of people and like building a lot of connections with friends from different states. I feel like I've ran into that many of times. I don't even have to like tailor it to one person. I've definitely outgrew people with just the path that I'm trying to take, and the changes that I've made in my life, for sure. Which I was
the path that you're taking. You're not trying. Trying is failing. You're doing it.
the path that I'm taking.
Shout out to my man Waving. Yeah, unapologetically masculine. That's my man. Oh wait, they almost seen my juice.
I was about to say, yeah. Featuring.
Please don't wait. Hey, listen. All right. Hey, we here. Wait a minute.
We about to get.
We about to. I need some sponsorship.
No, literally.
Yeah. Look, Polar, holla at your boy now. Ain't nobody else shouting y'all out like this, bro. Hit your boy up. I drink this for the crabs.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
No, I
That's
actually love
hilarious.
this stuff. This stuff is refreshing.
I lost train of thought.
You said it wasn't like you had a few situations like that where you knew that friendship was developing into something that wasn't right from different encounters you had, friendships you started making from time to time.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, it's very dangerous in a way with friendships, because I think it's like how you say it, if you don't, I forget how they say it, like if you don't fall for something, you'll fall for anything, or something like that. What is the saying of that?
Oh, okay, got you. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
So you was
And I
you was rolling with that clique. They was like, I don't give a what. We go again. You was rolling with them gangsters. Let me find out you
yeah.
rolling with the gangsters, huh? Yeah, them cutthroats. Look at you. Don't try to be like your daddy.
Oh my goodness.
Stay away.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Boom shakalaka.
Oh my
We're gonna plead
goodness.
the blood on your girl.
Um, no, yeah, definitely. So with that just being in my mind and like that mindset that I have now, I've definitely, just had to, I don't want to say in a harsh way, put people on the back burner, but just kind of like, just, I would say I became more silent to things that was so loud in my life growing up that wasn't for me.
Okay.
And I just actually realized that this week.
Yeah.
And it's Monday.
That's
Yeah.
That's good.
And it's Monday.
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny. Oh
Yeah.
man. But nah,
But that's
that's
big.
pretty.
That's really big
Yeah,
for me
that's pretty.
because
Yeah.
you already know, and a lot of friend groups, I'm usually the loudest one because I really came near putting my life on the line for a lot of my friendships. So it's like, no one's used to, Precious just being a silent library. A lot of people like think something's wrong and they freak out and stuff. And I would just see it as like, it's just really a self-growth path that I've just been on really, and just realizing what's important and just what's not. Cause a lot of the stuff that, on earth, we can't take with us. So it's like, I've been just really looking at things through different eyes, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful, really, just because man, if it was my last day on certain occasions, mm,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy, and I realized that too. I was like, wow, so just now not taking things for granted and just really like getting my life on a path that it needs to be. It's really hard to like fall back into things that really just led destruction. So yeah, and that came from, stepping away from people, but still I'm a very kind-hearted person. Like, my door is always open. That's my motto. That's always how I've been. You know what I mean? If I've been rocking with you and you have never switched up on me, like I'm still here. Even if we don't talk every day, I'll still pick up the phone. Like we've never skipped a beat. And I'm grateful for the friendships that I have with that. Um, but that being said, a lot of people understand. Like they got things going on in their life. I have things going on in mine. And, I think that's pretty cool about adult friendships that I didn't have growing up, because it's like we had to be together 24/7. Like, what you doing today? What you doing tomorrow? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
having adult friendships is like, if, I'm gonna see if
Right.
I'm free. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see if I'm free,
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
okay if it's not.
it's it's funny you said that too, because we be in my little squad, we be we got the Madden joint, and we got the college football that we be doing. And it'd be so hard sometimes for us to get together because somebody's always doing something. Somebody got this going on, that going on, that going on, and then they be in the text messages talking. I'm like, yeah, man, I gotta defleet a dog, and I gotta yeah, we got it, man. You good? You busy? Look, when you get free, but but yeah, that is true. It's funny too because I have friends like, out the sandbox friends, the friends that I've known all just about all my life. So we talking over 40 plus years.
Yeah.
And that I barely see,
Mm.
barely talk to. But in my heart position, whenever we connect, whenever I see them or see them, they still folk. It never
Yeah.
changes. They still folk. You know what I mean? Some of us, we pick up right where we left off, kicking it, laughing, joke, whatever, catch up, whatever. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm fortunate enough to have one of them still, in my life close enough that we do communicate and deal with each other back and forth, my man in Vegas, LS out there. Shout out to This Is Hip Hop Radio. So, and then it's so crazy. I'm just thinking like all the dynamic of friends and stuff I have, and everybody that I grew up with, grew from we literally was in pre-K together. This is how you know what I mean? We was in pre-kindergarten, first grade together, those folks.
Yeah.
And all of us, it's so weird now that I think about it. All of us kind of took the same paths even when we separated. Our lives still kind of went through the same kind of crap if we would have stayed in the hood. You know what I'm saying? We just all still ended up going through doing too much. You know what I mean? We just all, because of the original environment that we was in. You get what I'm saying? So we all had to sit for a little bit, this, that, when I did. We all ended up doing the same thing. But today, most of us, not all of us, but most of us today are settled men. You know what I mean? Now, and we can still, kick it and do whatever. But if we would have stayed together, ain't no telling, we probably all would have ended up at the same place at the same time. You know what I mean? And some of them did. Some of them did who didn't. Yeah. So it's that's why, when you guys were younger, we pushed that a lot. We pushed the importance of having good friends. Like we really did, because we always knew that people can influence you to do things that you normally wouldn't do, but because you feel like a loyalty to them, you do stuff. That's where the peer pressure come from. You know what I mean? You want to be accepted, want to be loyal, and now it got you compromising everything that you was taught in your home versus, what they want to do in the name of fun. You know what I mean? And that's why what I used to tell you when you started dating, I said, listen, how he respects you, right? I said, he need to respect, if he respect you, he respect the rules of your house. Remember I used to say that? If he respects you, he respect the rules of your house.
Yeah.
Now looking back, were you respected? You see what I'm saying?
Very much.
Trying to get you to do something. No, she said, very much. Don't get it twisted, Dad. I was out there. Chop him in the throat. Nah, but yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's just a very, friendships are just so powerful. Like I look at people, especially like in the work dynamic, right? This is funny. I see new people come in, and immediately they are fighting for friendships. They are fighting to find somebody to connect with. I'm like, why? Just come and do your job. You came here to make money. Why you trying to make friends? like I ain't never come in the job looking to make no friends. I don't care. Matter of fact, when I leave there, you lucky if I remember you.
Yeah.
I'm serious though, but I've always been like that because anything, I don't want my work life and my private life meshing. I just don't. I don't want to be reminded. I don't want my private home. I don't want to be reminded of work because so and so called from work. What? You know what I mean? I don't. That's not me. I rather I go in, we cool, we kick it, this and that. And at work we laugh, we joke, whatever. When my shift is over, so is work. In all them relationships, I'm good because I got my friend. I don't need no new friends. You know what I mean? I'm good because I just don't need that kind of, I don't need, you have to have a place to recuperate, to replenish yourself. You can't be worried about work issues at home. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So, and believe me, and I see a lot of people who are so defined by their friends at work. They're so engulfed in knowing everything about everybody and this and that. This, like, yo, What do you do? You ain't got no life. Like, what is what,
what do you do?
what are you doing with your life, bro?
Like, that sounds like 2 jobs at once.
Hey, no, this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? They be trying to get me to come play. I'm like, look, I don't want to go to no. Thank you for the invite. I'm not coming. I'm good. Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to y'all though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all right, but ain't no
I
hard
think
feelings, you know.
I think when it comes to like working, I be on now just trying to just be cool with people and not so much be so more like just have intimate more relationships. And just really
Yeah.
getting in people's business. Like if I could just remain just like cool, like just a high and by and just like a laugh here and there, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because I've just learned you could just breeze through a lot of things a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to take
Yeah.
on all this. I don't have to know. I don't have to know. Whatever you're whispering, I don't need to know. I am perfectly fine. And yeah, that's pretty much my stance on that. So, that what was when those relationships you was talking about where you knew you had to distance yourself? What are some of those red flags that would give you pause? Like, whoa, what? Like from a friend, what can you name like a red flag that you see in a person or how they do things?
Um, I would say, well, one off bat, it's on, obviously what they chose their path in life. And if it's opposite of what you're trying to do. And that's just like from partying 24/7, drinking, um, people now being in drugs all the time and stuff. And um, it was just more so of that, like I would say more of like heavy on the party lifestyle. Um, but I mean, I'm also not gonna play devil's advocate because with me taking that job in Hawaii, kind of, I had no choice but to distance myself from it. Just living in Vegas, like
So there is.
I
Yeah,
probably would have
that's the
still
life.
been outside, but in a
Yeah, that's the
way that's
life.
not like not 24/7 though. Like I was already, you know, coming up on that like, oh, okay, something got to change because this is really all this is. And it wasn't every day, but I noticed in some aspects where it's like, I wanted to do this, but I end up doing it. You know what I mean? So I would say that, and also just really, I wouldn't say red flags. I just felt like my downfall was expectations. I really expected certain people in my life to come through in a certain way, or to act in a certain way, and it wasn't that. It wasn't that. And when you kind of take that off the table, then you can actually see a person for who they are, and it's really your choice to love them for them, and rock it out, or it's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
cool.
I think expectations is the relationship killer anyway,
Mhm.
because expectations are formed out of your point of view.
Yeah.
That's like you expect somebody. Okay, you see like a woman carrying a heavy something in the house, right? And you see a man walking beside her, and you'll stop and look and be like, "Yo, why ain't he carrying the bag? Like, why he got his woman doing that, doing that?" Because your mind, you expect the man to do whatever. Well, what if this
Mhm.
brother just had back surgery? You get what I'm saying? What if like he physically can't do it, but he, in your perception, he just looks strong, like he looked like nothing's wrong with him, but you really don't know. That's kind of how expectations work. We expecting people to do something that's we imagine, and it's like, how do I satisfy your imagination? Like
Yeah.
you can't carry that in any relationship. Forget about it. What you can expect is what they are consistent in. The expectation will develop over time once you see how consistent they are in doing something. So that's why you know when something's off, because what they normally do consistently, if it's not being done the right way or something's off, is different, then you can start, hey, you cool? Yeah, I'm like, why?
Is you
Oh,
cool?
because like it's so like oh yeah, nah, da da da. You get what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how
Mhm.
that works. Like you can rely on a person's character once you really know their character. And that goes
Yeah.
either way. You get what I mean? Like, you have people that you could literally say, I can't tell them that. Because you already know how they're going to react.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think we walk through life too unaware. Like, I don't think we are aware enough. And I think people are lazy because they don't want to put the effort to be aware of what's going on around them. My favorite thing to do is listen to other people. Now, people wouldn't think that, oh, man, you're always running your mouth. No, not really. I'm really listening more than I'm talking, because when I stop talking, I'm really trying to pick up what you're saying, and what red flags for me. Oh man, Joe. Oh, I ain't never got no opportunity. I can't never get a job. I can't. Oh man. Oh, this girl always. Oh, I'm always getting cheated on. Or like, I'm listening to what you talk. Like, you always. Like, why are you always anything? Like, you always don't have this. You always getting this. You always have an issue. Like, I'm like, what is wrong with you? You get what I'm saying? But and then, like, dude, you're at the middle of always. Like, it's always you at the center of this problem.
Right.
But the people don't see them. But when I hear people say certain things, I'm listening. The red flags come from what people say. Like, when I'm listening to how they get down, and then I'm watching how they moving, and people will really show you who they are when they comment about stuff or the way they talk. Like, I really be picking up on the signals, and I'd be like, okay. Like, it's so weird. Like, I could take it back to work, because work is such a diverse place. Well, it's not that diverse, but I'm diverse there. But you didn't pick up on that. I said it's not that diverse, but I'm diverse there. See, don't be slow on me. You get tired.
Just let you have your 1 and 2s.
Hey, punch me in. Punch me in. No.
Okay.
So, but what I'm saying is, like, these people, they I forgot what I was about to see. You got me laughing. I forgot what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I forgot, what was I saying? You wasn't listening. What was I saying?
I'm about being diverse.
My God! If you that was the eye roll on top of it, right? No, that's funny. But no, like, it's just, I don't know. But we weren't talking about the expectations of other people, and just how, you can't really use the expectation, and then you have to be aware about what people say. Like, and at work, the reason I was saying that is because, like, you could hear how people make comments off of political things. You know what I mean? Like, I be picking up on all, and I just be listening to them, and I like, and you can hear when somebody assumes you think like them.
Yeah.
Like, they try to make their thought your thought and get you to agreeing to it. Yeah. And I just be like, I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay. I just watched Friday the other day again. I just watched Friday for like the zillionth time. And when Craig's mother come out and Miss Parker's out there, and she like, look at Miss Parker, right? And then she be like, girl, call me. And before she get in the car, she be like, okay. Yo, that is so funny to me when she was doing like, okay. It was like, oh man, that's funny. Oh man. But yeah, so had this been a time, like, as far as in when you was and I'm not saying like any particular like current friendships, relationships you have now, but have there been times coming up when you were so, like, you had no doubt that this person was your bestie? That's what y'all call them, like the besties. That this person was your bestie, and then they did or said something that instantly changed the way you felt about them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's that awareness. That's that awareness though. That's when like, a lot of people don't, everybody assumes that I think people overreach in relationships, and and once they think, they're cool or whatever, that's when they really assume that you're more like them than anything. We have all this stuff in common.
I know a guy, and I used to like the sports bet a lot. I don't even sports bet like that no more. But I used to let the sports bet a lot, but football season isn't here, so I don't know if I'm delivered yet or not. Help me, Lord. Wait till the failure. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Help your boy. But yeah, listen, parlays be calling your boy. Listen, have you ever turned $5 into $1,500? Exactly. I done did that several times. You heard? Okay.
I said no.
Listen,
No, I'm kidding.
She said, "Oh yeah, I forgot. You was the first of all, you was on them slots like you crazy." Wait, what was that slot machine you liked so much? What was the name of that one? Did you have
Willy
a favorite
Wonka.
one? Oh,
yeah, it was Willy Wonka. Yeah, it was Willy Wonka, and I forgot the other name. Yeah.
I would tell you a little side story about a slot machine, but I don't want you to go broke playing this game trying to do this.
I think you told me when you played that money one.
No, no. We talking about we are talking. You
look, edit that out. Edit.
We gotta edit that out. Try to get your boy caught up in here, man. What? Listen. Yo,
oh my goodness.
Go ahead, that woman coming in here. Look, oh my God, you made me forget my train of thought again. I forgot what I was talking about. I can't mess with you. Okay, wait. What was about? Oh, no. So, I'm gonna leave all names out. But somebody close to me has a close friend themselves. I don't know their friend. And on DraftKings, he was playing the slot machines. He was placing 80-cent bets. You heard what I said, right?
Yeah.
He spends this thing with an 80-cent bet, and he hits the max payout because it's progressive. The max progressive. Guess how much that max progressive was that he hit for 80 cents?
Probably a couple
on
million.
His phone, it was 2.7 million.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on. So he thought that it was a promotion for the slot. He didn't know that was real money. He thought it was casino credits. So he took, hold on, listen to this. He took the 2.7 million and went to blackjack and put it on black. White guy. Love him for that. He hit again. 5.8 million. He had 5.8 million. When he realized it was real, he cashed out after taxes. He cleared 2.8 million clean.
He cleared what he was supposed to be making.
Yeah.
Taxes,
well,
man.
If he would have took that, but no, yeah, the taxes. I'm about to say if he would have did that, he probably would have got like 1.5 or something. But he cleared 2.8.
Oh.
80-cent bet. And the person I know that he's close to, he's being a real good friend right now.
Do you need anything?
Yo, you want to know what's funny though? Because he's telling me these stories how his man is dragging him to all these casinos every weekend and doing this, doing that. And I'm like, you just tagging along. I'm like, bro, you kind of seem like you just waiting for cash to fall. Like, you don't want to be where you walking around trying to catch the change out this brother pocket. Like, what you doing, man?
Yeah.
But yeah, he got you out here all kind. You telling me like I'm telling him I gotta go to work in the morning. All of us ain't got this money. Like you wait for him to like, well, here, just take 500,000 or take 50,000 or something and just hang with me for the week. You know what I mean? No, real friend.
No, That's a real thing, and especially in Vegas. You know, I
Yeah.
definitely have a friend that works in the casinos, and like, you know, the people that she's met, even just like if she's around and they cash big, she gets
Yeah,
a
they
part of
just
that for
they
sure.
tip you off. Yeah. That's how they roll, man. Listen, when that money come easy like that, you just blow it so fast. You do.
Yeah.
You just blow it so fast. Yeah, my blowing money days is over. And some days it come really easy. Most days it don't, but some days it come really easy. So
I bet.
yeah, it come a little easy. So we gotta listen. We been kicking it for a minute though, but I think we need to reconvene and have another conversation. I think I enjoyed
Part
this
two.
conversation. Yeah, a little part two.